GM and welcome to the channel. In this one, we're counting down the top 5 coins for the month of July 2023. Without further ado, we will crack on with this one, but drop me a GM in the comments below and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy this one. So the total crypto market cap is over $1.2 trillion today. The first pick here is Bitcoin. Notice we did not call this video top 5 altcoins because Bitcoin is taking up the #1 place here. This is the metronome, if you will, for the crypto market health right now, and Bitcoin's got some serious TradFi bid behind it. So I think no portfolio is complete without Bitcoin. We always stack those sats. And as we go down here and look at the chart, since the kind of capitulation just before the BlackRock announcement of the ETF application, Bitcoin has been in up only, and it's been oscillating here between around the high 29s and low 31Ks, and it kind of looks like it wishes to break out. So we could see some bullish continuation here in this month after we've put in some very nice monthly candles, quarterly candles, and 6-month candles as I recounted in yesterday's video. Go and check that one out. Very interesting stuff for a high time frame look on things. Bitcoin dominance here has broken out as well. Now, 2 things to be aware of. If Bitcoin does for whatever reason break down from here, it's likely to push dominance up yet again, as this is a Bitcoin led rally. However, if we do zoom in, you can see from this pattern here, 52.3% we hit for Bitcoin dominance. It does look a little bit like in the short term, Bitcoin dominance has topped and maybe wants to take a bit of a breather here, leaving some more space for altcoins to run, think Ethereum and others. So maybe we do come and test maybe the bottom of this candle, somewhere around 49.5%. That's still a decent drop here in the market, which will provide some nice breathing room for other coins. Now, if Bitcoin does just shoot up maybe to the high 30s, low 40s if you're extremely bullish, I also do think the dominance could skyrocket again there as people flee to Bitcoin, as people want to get on the fastest horse. So plenty of things to think about on BTC. Looking at the worldwide Google search trends for this one as well. So just looking at this is kind of like the last bear market. 2019 has very much a lot of similarities to 2023. That is the previous 4-year bear market as well. But what you can see from this is the interest did wane significantly during this period. We're actually hitting single digit reads, whereas this time around in 2023, we're not getting single digit reads. We're getting high teens, maybe even low 20s, which to me signifies that there is more interest in Bitcoin as we go through time. And as we see mass money printing and the name of Bitcoin gets out there, a lot more people generally are interested in this asset. Now, in terms of the halving, we are 288 days out to be exact. April 16th, 2024 is the supposed date. This will change over time depending on the block times and how fast those blocks are mined. But very interesting to see we're just 9 months out from the next Bitcoin halving. So as I say, no portfolio complete without a bit of BTC. Now, coin number 2 here is Litecoin. So moving out on the risk spectrum a little bit, not too far, but let's just look at the 90-day chart on Litecoin. It has broken out from the previous range of the low 100s. We discussed the Litecoin halving just the other week, and it has now actually broken out. So this is one of the coins, a dinosaur coin if you want to call it that has done very well recently due to the fact it's got a bit of regulatory clarity around it. Gary Gensler saying verbatim, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash are not securities. Those were from his teaching days, but still that has given this quite a bit of bid, and we're seeing a lot of TradFi funds name these coins. Litecoin though does have an additional catalyst of the Litecoin halving behind it as well. 29 days out, August 2nd now is the date this supposedly hits on. So 2 things to be aware of here. We could see continuation in the short term because the Litecoin halving narrative is a strong narrative and people speculate around narratives in crypto if you haven't realized. But the other thing around this is many people are just trading this for the halving trade. So the closer this gets to the halving, typically they have been sell the news events, with Litecoin peaking out just before the halving. Typically it was actually happening around 45 days previous. But what you can see here by the revived supply is that a lot of inactive coins have recently become active. So last active over a year ago, but revived in the last 24 hours, 158,000 Litecoins. And from people who may be positioned for this one quite a bit earlier in the year. So last active over 3 months ago, 269,000 coins have become active. Do bear in mind as well, we have Celsius converting their altcoin portfolio into Bitcoin and Ether over this next period. It is the 4th of July weekend, of course, in the US, and it has been publicly stated that this could take place after the 1st of July. So I'm guessing by maybe the 5th of July we see some more movements on this, but they do hold quite a bit of Litecoin there, around $14.5 million worth. So maybe not a huge amount to really move the market, but there is sell pressure coming from different places, and I think Litecoin is very much a trade that does peak in the month of July. Now, next up we have Team Kujira with the Kuji token, my favorite Cosmos chain by a mile. Market cap still $100 million only. It's currently at 88 cents. If we just go down and look at the last 90 days, the chart on this one screams to me that this will, after this long consolidation, break out violently to the upside. Typically, the longer the consolidation, the larger the implied move, that explosion upwards. Higher lows being posted and the dips getting eaten up as more people get the word out there that Kujira is a definite big chain in the making. Over on DeFi Llama, this is the TVL on-chain, and you can see this is just over $13 million as of today, and it's pushing towards its previous all-time high set at the start of June. And since around the middle of June, is around the 12th of June there, this is when the Sonar mobile wallet went live for iOS and then later Android. And I think this is going to be a key driver for sustained increases in TVL. So the mobile wallet makes this a full DeFi application you can have in the palm of your hand. I've downloaded it myself. I'm using it myself. Did a full video on Sonar as well. I highly suggest you do check that out because I do think DeFi chains that give people access all via mobile just makes this so much more inclusive to a wider audience than just us who have computers. Most of the world don't have computers but do have mobile. So as more people get used to using this chain, TVL will increase. As TVL increases, the staking rewards to Kuji stakers go up and up and up. There is real yield on this chain. Now, the total amount staked currently is around 64.8 million Kuji tokens out of around 116 mil circulating. So somewhere in the region of 56% of all tokens are now staked. So supply and demand wise, as more gets staked and there's more interest in this over time, I believe we'll get a nice breakout on Kujira in the not too distant future. Now, pick number 4 here is GMX, a DeFi 2.0 primitive, and one that really didn't see a bear market, to be honest with you. Market cap is $500 million. If we just go down, this is the last 90 days, it's cooled off significantly from its highs. 91 bucks was the all-time high. But if we just go to max here, this doesn't look like it had a bear market at all. It launched during a bearish phase and then continued to push higher and higher and higher. So anyone who did manage to scoop this up, as long as you weren't buying Pico tops, you're still in a very good position. And the fact this is a productive asset, you can stake your GMX token and get that real yield returns. I think this is a very good bet, and a lot of people will ape into this, especially into a bull market. But coming in this month of July is GMX V2. There's loads of threadors out in force on this one, but I think this one does have a nice TLDR at the bottom. Essentially, loads of new markets are coming because synthetics are being enabled. Synthetic assets, i.e. we can just mirror the prices of other assets, may that be stocks, precious metals, or just other cryptocurrencies as well, allowing for leverage trading on a huge range of assets. So as Noctopost TLDR, separate markets and synthetic asset trading, isolated LP pools for different baskets of those assets, increased trading capacity, and Chainlink low latency Oracle. So lots of improvements coming here with V2, and it is slated to go live somewhere around the middle of this month. This will increase overall revenues for the protocol, increase revenues for LP, and the fact it's sold off into this event with a huge catalyst here fundamentally, I think is a pretty good option to be looking at here in the month of July. TVL for this bad boy in up only mode as well. And that's all part of the flywheel. Again, real yields to the stakers. So as TVL increases with fundamental catalysts that will surely boost the amount of TVL on the chain, does seem like a bit of a no-brainer as a DeFi 2.0 blue chip. Then last but not least, we have Pepe. When the altcoins move up, Pepe typically leads the charge. It's up around 7% today, and it has been consolidating here after its first move up from the 100 read into the kind of 150 read area. I'll just bring this down to the last 14 days here. As you can see, this is the consolidation. 172, 171 is kind of a top, and it's pushing up towards that again today. So we're expecting this to potentially break out. Now, in terms of fundamentals, there really are none, but memetics The power of the meme is something you can't refute in the crypto markets. And when everyone has zero expectation for tech, but the only expectation is number go up, it simply just does that. So yes, this is out on the risk curve in terms of these shitcoins, but it does consistently outperform a lot of fundamentally strong crypto projects, much to the annoyance of people. But at the end of the day, if you park that to one side and you like to make a bit of money, just watch the trends on Pepe. It's super, super interesting. So there's no updates, no roadmap, no when dev gonna do something. It's simply just the meme coins. But the top meme coins here, you can see Pepe is catching up on the likes of the dogs, SHIB and Doge. So can the frog leapfrog over the dogs? That is the big question going into this next cycle. 700 mil market cap, 4.5 for SHIB and 9.5 bill for Doge. So a simple thesis, frogs over dogs. Those are the top 5 coins for July. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash a like on today's video. Drop me a comment down below, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.